Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another Master of Garden video with me, MjrBloodFox, and today the collab finally arrived, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at not just one, but two units today. I figured I'd do them both in the same video. They had a simultaneous release, so I figured it would just be better to do it this way. But without further ado, let's get right into it and see what they have to offer. It goes without saying that they are collab units, so they are limited. They will be gone once these banners are up. They're not going to the regular summon banner or anything like that. This is your only chance to get them. So, as always, take a look at the splash art here. Very, very cool. So, Trash Game Hunter Sunraku, and if I mispronounced that, I am so sorry, but he is a green attacker. Man, green is just OP, huh? Alright, position 256. Human and other. Okay. So, getting into the skills, Hidden Technique, Vorpal Crescent. Raises own crit attack by 80% for 10 seconds, inflicts 1600% damage on single enemy. So, on Awakening, you'll get a 20% boost here. Wow, and a 400% boost on the damage modifier. Pretty cool. Okay. Alright, skill 1, Drill Piercer. Lowers crit defense of single enemy by 20% for 15 seconds. Further inflicts 4 hit damage, 75% times 4. Okay. And on Awakening, damage goes up to 100%. And you get a 10% increase here on the lowering of crit defense. Okay, pretty decent. Alright, skill 2, Climax Boost. Raises own attack by 30% for 15 seconds. Also grants parry for 15 seconds. Further grants 2 times parry for 15 seconds if own HP falls below 50%. Interesting. Oh, so on Awakening you'll get 50% on your attack buff, and you'll get the 2 times parry for 15 seconds initially instead of it just being the regular parry. So pretty cool. This is interesting. So I wonder, he would be mitigating like quite a bit of damage if I'm thinking it works how it should. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. Alright, special ability, Trash Game Hunter. Each time parry is granted, raises own crit rate by 10% permanent. And on Awakening, further raises crit attack by 10% permanent. Seems like a pretty decent damage dealer, honestly. Okay, strike combos, 75% to 1500% damage according to combo bonus. So standard strike combo. And normal attack inflicts 3 hit damage, 30% plus 30% plus 40% on single enemy. So 10% increase on the final hit there. So, oh, interesting. So these would take up both his magic gear slots. Okay, creative. Trash Game Hunter Sunraku only. Each time crit is triggered, raises own damage inflicted by 5% for 15 seconds. So at max level, you will get 10%. Okay. This guy just wants to dish out insano damage. Let's check the second one here. Each time crit is triggered, recovers own HP by 30% of attack. Wait, whoa. So he's got a little bit of sustain because of this also. Let's see what it is on max. 50% of attack? Yo, that's actually kind of crazy. Damn. Oh my god. That's wild. Okay, so my verdict on this unit is he seems like he is going to be a pretty decent goddamn damage dealer. I mean, I think he's worth picking up, and obviously this is our first collab like outside of Hololive. And I think that it seems like a pretty cool unit. So if you play green a lot and you're looking to pick up a DPS, I definitely recommend pulling for this unit. But if you're looking to just get into green element in the first place, or you just need a green attacker, then I think he's worth it. Especially if you can get his magic gear here. This one seems like fucking insane. Holy. Alright, let's move on to our second unit here. Giant Killer Arthur Pencilgun. And I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Unfortunately, I don't really have time to watch the anime. But those of you who do, let me know down below, is it worth checking out? I might check it out when I have the time. I don't know when that will be, but yeah. So let's check out her splash art. This right here, when they do this on character designs, is always so sexy. Very nice. And it looks like she is, you know, a spear wielder, so I think that that's very cool. Spears and swords is like my thing. But yeah, looks good. So let's see, position 540. Okay, pretty good for a green supporter. And human, other, and as I stated at the beginning of the video, she is no different from Sunraku. She will be gone once this banner is up. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into her skills. Shadow Wedge grants ongoing HP recovery on all allies by 15% of attack for 15 seconds, inflicts stun on all enemies for 5 seconds, also inflicts seal for 5 seconds, further cancels all buff effects if yellow elemental. Whoa. Okay, so the modifier goes up to 20% on awakening for your attack buff, and the duration for your stun and seal go up to 10 seconds as well. That's pretty good. I mean, for a supporter, like, that's pretty solid. Okay, so skill, Rebirth Tear Jewel. Recovers HP of single ally with lowest HP by 100% of attack. Further shields damage 100% of skill user's attack for 15 seconds if green elemental. Damn! Running her in... Hold on, let's see. On awakening, so the modifiers go up to 150%. And okay, the duration doesn't change, but holy, she seems like she'd be insane on like a mono green team. Obviously, like most of the time, that's how you would want to play most green elementals, but some are really flexible and are able to, you know, be paired with other units in different elements. Alright, skill 2, Karmic Straw Doll. Cancels 3 times debuff effects on each ally, raises damage received for single enemy by 10% for 10 seconds. Further increases damage received based on total cancelled debuff effects multiplied by 2% for 10 seconds. So, interesting. So on Awakening, cancels 5 times debuffs on an ally, raises damage received for single enemy by 15% for 10 seconds, and for each debuff, the modifier goes up to 4%. This is actually pretty good. That's like an insane cleanse, and on top of that, like, you defense break them, essentially, by 4% for each debuff. So that is, wow, that is bonkers, actually. Wow. Okay. Special ability, Giant Killer. At start of wave, raises speed of all green elemental allies by 50% if partied with 3 or more green elemental allies, self-included, permanent. So on Awakening, you retain the 50% and attack by 30% of all green elemental allies if partied with 3 or more green elemental allies, self-included, permanent. So, okay. Alright, combo effect. Recovers HP of all allies by 5% to 50% according to combo bonus. Inflicts 100% damage. Okay. It's nothing crazy, but usually combos aren't that wild to begin with. So normal attack inflicts 4 hit damage, 25% times 4 on single enemy. Okay. So let's take a look at her gear here. So Giant Killer, Arthur Pentagon, only when hidden technique is activated, consumes 50% HP current of each ally, raises attack of all attacker allies by 50% for 60 seconds, raises defense of all tank allies by 50% for 60 seconds, raises overheal of all supporter allies by 50% permanent. That's interesting. Okay, so at max level, 70% for your modifiers across the board. That seems really, really crazy. If someone is able to pull her and get her magic gear, I'm really curious about this, but it sounds like it sounds like it's like insane. Sounds really good. Okay, so my verdict on this unit is I think that she is also worth pulling. Obviously, she's a collab unit. She will be gone, and we have no idea when either of these units will come back. I think that she is definitely worth picking up. They're both good units, and her as a supporter seems like, I don't know, kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. If you're extremely limited on your gems, also consider that there still is one more unit coming from the collab that you may want to sit on and see their kit first. But if you're just gonna pull on all of them regardless, then I definitely understand. But that's kind of my verdict on these units. I think they're both worth pulling. You can decide for yourself which one you want more. Maybe you need more of a DPS, or maybe you need more of a healer. that, in my opinion, kind of just goes beyond. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. But I hope you guys found this helpful in some way, and I'll see you guys in the next Master of Garden video. Toodaloo!